Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Goth Kitchen on a Wednesday night. This is part, fuck knows, I can't remember. Welcome to sunny Southend, and it is sunny today. It's not the best weather for me at all, but we go with it, we run with it, and I've lost about 4 stone in weight today, which was nice. Very sweating. So I'm here tonight, quite exciting actually, a Crow special, so someone described it. So special, I've got one member and someone that's not in the band, which is so.
Guess which?
I've got Mark sitting here in front of me and James sitting in front of me. James, obviously the very handsome, charming lead singer of the Crows, and Mark, who's not very handsome or charming at all. But Mark is...
Wow. I'll go then. See you later.
Mark runs a Crows community and he's a super fan. It's a horrible term. I love to call people super fan. It's awful, but that's why you're here, mate. So before we go, before I get you to introduce yourself and tell everyone where you are, etc., etc. James, I want one little thing for you. The Crows have got a Goth name. You've got Goth artwork. You've got Goth t-shirts and a Goth sound, right? Where's your fucking eyeliner?
I did all my eyeliner when I was 15. That all came out a bit younger. And then I just can't be arsed now. It's too much effort. You've seen the state of my hair. I can't be arsed.
Is it still in there, though? Is it still in there?
Oh, yeah. The black nail varnish is still in there. And the dog collars are still definitely... I found a picture when I was back with my parents in lockdown of lots of dog collar pictures. And so they do exist. One day they'll make us...
one day, show us, please, because Crows does confuse me, as in, you're like a frustrated Goth band. That's the way I look at it, but it's glorious. So thank you very much for being here. So James, tell us where you are, whereabouts in the world you are, how's your day been, and how the fuck is lockdown?
So I'm back in London now. I am in Clapton in Hackney in London. I've only been back in London a week. I spent pretty much all of lockdown in rural mid Wales helping my parents. Both of them they needed help, so I thought I may as well. I'm more used there than I would be in London. So I've spent pretty much the last 3 months in rural mid Wales gardening.
Not fun.
It was it was awesome. Like gardening and like making loads of stuff out of wood, and yeah, I was in. It was I'd taken early retirement. I think I was living like a retiree. It was great.
And who's this in the top then? Mark. Hello, Mark. Mark, tell everyone who you are, where you are, and why you're here.
My name is Mark. As Brian so nicely said, I'm a super fan. But I run the Crows community, which was inspired by the Afghan. Before anybody says anything, so yeah, I run the community. I live in London, in North London, in sunny Barnet, and yeah, I'm here because Brian needed somebody to help him ask the questions tonight. I'm not working. I was free and I was cheap.
But yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I said to you before we went on air. I've listened to your album shitloads. I've seen you boys live supporting idols and not supporting idols at your own gigs and stuff. And I went into this week thinking I don't know that much about them. So my questions are really going to be really basic questions, but I want to find out about Crows and where you come from and where you started and what made you tick and what your influences are. And then at random points during the evening, I hope Mark's going to pop in with a really sophisticated question that makes mine look shit.
We just put the hand up on all the questions.
Yeah, Bob. However you want to do it, mate. However you want to do it, that's fine. So,
sounds good.
For anyone that's not listened to your band, explain your band to me.
Does everyone you ask that question to say, I hate that question? That's the worst question you.
No, not really.
I don't know. I say we would fall under the post-punk umbrella that every new heavy punk rock band falls under. I don't know. Again, I fucking hate that question. Yeah, there we go. We're a wannabe post-punk goth band.
Post-punk goth band. There you go. Just without the eyeliner. So, take me right back. So, how long have Crows been going now? How many years?
See, this is like when you say like a stage age, like a your
Make it
screen
up,
age.
A week or so.
Well, me and Steve met at university. Me, Steve, and Jake met at university, and then there was kind of a first incarnation of Crows. Then, which, I mean, we wanted to be a surf rock band then, and this is like when we first started playing music together.
How long ago was this? How many years ago?
Ooh, 10? No, 9 or 8 years, 8 or 9 years ago, and that's when we all first met. Did all that.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely just wanted to be a surf rock band. We loved the Black Lips and we loved Dick Dale, and that's all we wanted to sound like. And then flash forward a couple of years of just playing the shitty circuit in London when you're doing like the pay to play, all those kind of shite venues. Then we were like, okay, let's try and do this properly and figure out sound. So about 6 or 7 years ago, we took a trip to Wales, where I'm from, and we had this studio in the middle of nowhere for a weekend. Smoked a lot of weed.
Boom, boom. One, mark it off. First mention.
Number one.
Second mention.
And that's when we actually wrote Silver Tongues, which is the first track of our debut album. Which kind of, as soon as we wrote Silver Tongues, that's when we were like, okay, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to sound like.
So it's a very early track then.
Yeah, obviously it's probably the first track we ever properly wrote as what Crows is now, that we wanted Crows to be.
So what year was that?
What year is it now?
2020, James.
I guess that was 2014. Yeah, 2013 or 14.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that kind of led on to us writing, and eventually we wrote the first single, "Pray," which was like, okay, this is what we are now. And then we played loads of music.
So your Dick Dale days, for want of a better phrase,
Yeah.
did you gig? Did you gig like that as a surf band?
Yeah, no, we did, and we had a few tracks. I think we had like a sets with songs, which I think we recorded at some point. So there's probably some really shit recordings of that somewhere.
Okay.
But it was like the Water Rats in London, and the Wheelbarrow in Camden when that was a place, and our first gig was at the Social, actually. So that's a fairly respectable, all right venue to play at.
Tiny. I love it. I love it there.
So that was our first like proper gig.
Always called the Crows.
Yeah.
Always called Crows.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. Wonderful. Goth. Where'd that come from? Why Crows?
I honestly can't remember. No, I think it was playing around with the murders thing. We loved like the Crows, murders, that kind of thing, and then we didn't want something too long, so we wanted something short. And I think it was when bands were all calling themselves single name bands anyway, so we Crows, and it kind of just stuck. You
can just say it just sounds wonderfully goth.
Yeah, that's true.
It is, because it does, absolutely. So Mark, do you want to jump in? Have you got a question, Mark? Otherwise you won't get a word in this twice, mate.
I was going to raise my hand there. Yeah, just talking of Silver Tongues and just saying how long ago that was. Was there a point where you'd written that and there was quite a bit of early media buzz about you, and then there was a long gap until the album came out? Did you ever think at one point or another that this isn't going to happen, we're not going to do this, let's just knock it on the head?
I mean, playing in a post-pop band, you literally think that every day until you get to a level of, say, like Idols. But no, of course. Because Prey came out and we were a buzz band, and we did like the Great Escape and did all those things that you do when you're buzzy and you're a new band. And then I think our mistake was we just kept releasing EPs, which is fine because it keeps like momentum going, it keeps like you making music and everything. But the difference that from when you release an album to when you just release EPs and singles and music, I didn't realize that the kind of step up it takes you to, in a lot of different reasons as well, but purely for just like being like a professional band doing your thing. It's like, until you have an album, a lot of people don't give a fuck. and like a lot of people don't like care what you're doing, or they won't like book you on anything, or there's lots of like different things you can't really do until you have an album. And for us, I think we were just so happy just touring, playing gigs, fucking releasing EPs, because releasing music is a facilitator for playing live. So that's always been what it is for us, is how can we play live more, release music. So for us, we're like, yeah, we'll do this EP and then we can go tour again. We'll do another EP, then we can go tour again. And it was only until we realized, like, released Silver Tongues, I was like, oh shit, okay, we should have done this fucking sooner, so then we can progress more. But I think maybe when our old drummer Lawrence left and we were a bit of in limbo, and we basically had the album written, like what we wanted to be the album, and we hadn't quite found Sam, our new drummer, yet. There was a point there where I was like, fuck, like this last 5 years has not been a waste, but I was like, we're not going to fulfill the fruition of what we wanted Crows to be. But then we met Sam, and Sam was an incredible addition and completely changed the dynamics of Crows. So I haven't since Sam joined had that feeling that you're asking about, but definitely have had it in the past, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Did when Sam joined, did Sam bring a different sound to the band as well? Well, what else? When you say it changed, so to speak, what was the main thing? The difference that Sam brought?
It's Sam and Lawrence are very different drummers. Lawrence is an incredible, fast, fucking technical, amazing drummer, and one of my oldest and longest friends. When Sam joined, because Sam had to join and learn all of Lawrence's drum parts, but like it's the same as any member joining a new band, and you have to learn old songs. You either just play exactly the same, or you kind of bring your own finesse to what is there already and kind of change it to make it your own. Because Sam essentially had to join the band and become a new member and become this thing with these old songs. So Sam really brought like a really amazing fresh look at the drum parts, which is difficult when it's written by someone else. Like and he did it. I don't know. He just jumped straight in the deep end. And was like, I'm ready. I'm here. Learn everything very quickly, and like kind of saw what we wanted to do. Saw the albums coming. He was like, I want to do it. So he was into it. And stop raising your hand, dude. Yeah. So what were you going to say, Mike?
I was just raising my hand. No. So saying that, obviously, all stuff was written with the old drummer. So we know you've got a new album, or there's a new album somewhere. Has your sound, your approach to it changed? Especially with someone like Sam now on board, has he brought a different dynamic to the way you're going to sound? Yeah,
I guess that's where I was leading to. Sorry, but the first album, no, but I needed that prompt because I was going on a rant, and I'm going to probably do a few rants. So please kind of hone me in when I do that. Sam, yeah. So we did the first album with Sam, and then we had to write the difficult second album, which was done all with Sam. And Sam's just a really good positive energy to have in the room when you're writing. Not that Lawrence wasn't, but Sam's just different. Like, as people are quite different, but Sam brought in a really like fresh set of ears to Crows and what Crows is, and he was a lot more involved in the writing process than I guess Lawrence was. And he would kind of sit there and say, "This is shit. This is good. This is shit. This is good. Take that. Do this." And like and again, I think Joe said the same about when Lee joined Idols. He's like, it's kind of just as soon when you have a new member join a band that's been going for a little bit, to have that fresh perspective on. You kind of don't want to overstep your boundaries. It's like have a fresh perspective on a project, but also show your worth and say like, this is me. This is what I think sounds good.
So is it Lawrence playing on the album? No,
it's Sam playing on the album.
Okay, so Sam. When did Sam joined after all three? Oh, yeah, 3 EPs eventually.
2 EPs, a single and 2 EPs, and Sam joined just before the album. So again, like it was all the songs were there, but then Sam changed a few of the drum bits to fit his own style because they are very different drummers. For instance, the last song on the album, Dysphoria, when that was a song with Lawrence, it was a completely different song. It was really upbeat. It was a pop song basically, and like it had like a really strong, over the top, like melody line.
We hear that version, please.
There is definitely a version somewhere. But then when Sam joined, we were like, no, let's fucking slow that down, and that became the closer of the album. And like that's a drastic change, but it works really well. And also, Chain of Being, our like main single, had a completely different drum line before Sam joined.
So has that now affected the sound for the second album? Has his influence changed the way you sound? Are you going to sound the same as you did in Silver Tongues, or is this progression? Having heard new songs live, I would say there's definitely a progression there. There's definitely a change on how.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any second album. It's like second albums. You've kind of got to not stay the same. You have to kind of stay the same, but show a progression. And ours, I think, it's really not a very drastic departure, but it's different enough from the first one to be more interesting. I mean, we're going to do a session soon, basically. We were trying to figure out songs to play from the old album and songs to play from the new album. And we were listing the songs from the first album. We were like, fuck, we just want to play the new album, which I know happens to all bands, but we were like, we were looking at the album list on the first album. We were like, don't want to play any of those songs. Like, they've been songs for ages. Like, we just want to play all this new stuff because it's what we wrote as the band we are now, and it's really good. I honestly can't wait to share the second album because it's something really special. Like, it's
could you not do a Dick Dale cover in your sessions just he's locked down?
We have been trying to figure out a cover to do, but
there you go, there, Rumble. But Dick Down, it's we're in lockdown. It's very strange times, James. Come on, give us what we want.
I mean, we covered the weekend, so we can't can't get any stranger than that.
which was a good cover.
It was a good cover, yeah. It was quite, and it was.
Annoyingly, that made me want to have more synth. I mean, like,
I liked the sound. It was very Not Crows.
Yeah.
If I'd heard that without watching the video, I would never have guessed it was you at all, which was fucking brilliant. I loved it.
Hey, we did it also with GarageBand. I did all the vocals on this.
On your iPhone?
Yeah. There's like a fucking app that the guy who made the album, he was like, just download that and sing it to it and send it to me. I was like, all right. Did it all through my phone.
That good. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's testament to Felix, who's the one of two guys who made the album. But,
wow. So going back to the album, how long was that album? So you funded the album yourself, the first album?
Yeah.
How did it work? Just saving up and getting booking studio time and getting it done.
Yeah, gigging. Selling merch. Yeah, all self-funded. Same we've done this with this last one. Or this next one, sorry. Yeah, it's fucking. I mean,
how long was the album finished before Balley got involved?
Oh, it was a while. Fuck me. Yeah, it took us a while to release that album because not that no one wanted to release it. No one gave us a good offer. No one gave a fuck, basically. So like we'd made it and we were like, all right. We took it to a few different people and everyone was like, yeah, we'll release it. And it was just, there was literally no comeback of like, like no one gave a shit. There was no one like, yeah, we'll put all of our effort into doing this. We'll do this. It was offers. We were in talks with the label for a while who literally, we had a meeting with a guy and he promises loads of stuff. He was like, yeah, we'll do this. And then sent a contract over and it was completely opposite of what he told us.
Okay.
And so that was really disheartening and it got to the point where we were like, we're gonna have to self-release it, and we were like, this is fucking fine, we can self-release it, but that requires money to self-release it.
The story goes that you just randomly sent a message to Talbot.
Yeah, so, and again, this sounds like it's kind of made up, but I was working at Latitude because I work in a street food burrito truck for my day job. And we were working at Latitude, and like we'd loved the first album because we listened to it in the van all the time. So we were loving Brutalism, and I said to my boss, "Is like, come see this band. So this was before Joy had come out, and I said to my boss, I was like, come on, let's take a break, let's go have a beer and go watch Idols, because they were literally playing in the tent opposite the truck, and I was like, come on.
This must have been in the summer 2017 then, I would have thought.
Yes, yeah, that was it. And took him, and that was the first time I'd actually seen them live, because I always missed them when they were in London, because we had been touring at the same time. So I finally got to see them at Latitude, and I was like, it was so good, and I was like, fuck, it's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They're doing exactly what we should be doing. It's like they've kept going and keeping fucking doing it until someone gave a fuck. And that's what made me be like, yes, like we have something good here. It's like, I'm not going to fucking settle for a second best kind of thing. And so after that weekend, I literally just messaged Joe on Facebook, and I was like, you don't know me, I'm James, I play in a band called Crows. I just want to say what you're doing as Idols and Men, what you've achieved gives such hope for bands like me. Because I was just being completely honest. I just a completely honest message saying, like, I just want to say, fucking keep doing it, because it gives hope for bands like us that one day something will happen, and it'll click and it'll be right. And then he messaged like straight back, being like, I've loved Crows for ages. It's like, hello. And then we started a conversation, and he said, what are you doing with the album? And I said, it's been a nightmare. We've got an album ready to go. And he basically just said, can we release it? And I said, yes, of course you can. So it was literally that simple. That's I know like the press have like picked up on that loads, and it was like a selling point for a lot of press, but it was completely that honest and that organic of how.
So it would have been Idols and Lice, I think, on Balley at the time. Because I don't think Lungs hadn't signed to Balley before, or maybe just slightly before. I can't remember.
They would have done that Blood Brother split just before. That would have just been coming out, I think.
Okay.
I
remember.
Maybe it was just Lice.
I'm sure you're. I don't know. We'll have to look. Mark will know. He's a super fan. Mark, what date and time?
No. Before my time.
What was the weather like, Mark, on the day that the
tepid.
James spoke to tell? So it helped, obviously. What difference did it make having Balley behind you and saying, yeah, we're going to do this?
I mean, just having a label that gives a fuck helps such a huge amount, because otherwise you kind of just get fed into the machine and the fodder of it coming around and being like, oh yeah, there's a new album out, blah blah blah, and you're forgotten within a week. With Balley, with independent record labels behind you, that's their sole fucking purpose, is to push you and have the best for you. So just having Mark and Joe behind us, just pushing it, and the guys at Prescription, who are the same guys that do all the Idols Press, like it was just, and again, it opened us up to new audiences, and it just it was just right, because most Idols fans, I feel, would quite like Crows, and that translated as well. And then the tour came along kind of almost weirdly in the perfect timing, because we released the album and then went straight on that tour with Idols, which was like their biggest tour at the time. So that was good. And then we came off the back of that and did our tour. So it weirdly worked out the perfect timing. So it was great.
I think Idols fans and the Afghan as well really took your band to heart. I think there's a lot of love for Crows in that community, without a doubt. Probably as much as anyone, I think, that's come along. There's a lot of popular bands, and the group has picked up and taken to heart. But I think that Crows it's special. I mean, obviously Mark and the offshoot community that come from it and stuff like that as well. But there's a big fan base, which is fabulous. Because you make a lovely fucking noise. And I think one thing that Idols fans like is fucking a really nice noise.
I love a good din.
So yeah, absolutely. Mark,
I've
got a question for you. You've got about 100 questions there, mate. So
bring it. Hit me.
I've already asked a couple. Yeah. So we're talking about when you looking to release it. Obviously, global pandemic came in, which buggered up South by Southwest as well. So, new album, and is there a chance to do South by Southwest next year?
Ooh, two-parter. I mean, yeah, our year was so reliant on South by Southwest, because we were going to use South by Southwest to not only get an American agent, an American label involved, but also like a British label, because half of the British music industry go to South by Southwest. So we were going to kind of use that to be like, we're free agents, we've got a second album coming out. So when that didn't happen, we were very gutted because it obviously fucked up a lot of the plans. But obviously, everything took a backseat. So
you had a fundraiser for that, did you not? Did you not do like gigs and auctions and all
we
that
did a
kind of
massive, we did a raffle, we did a big fundraiser, which was fucking awesome. So we played at Peckham Audio, which is a great new venue, and it sounded amazing. We played loads of new music for everyone.
I remember walking out of that gig that night thinking, yeah, this is the start of something. This is the start of something big. It was a pandemic. It wasn't.
yeah, it was a virus.
It's not in America.
Definitely started something big.
It's so big, it stopped the world. It's a lovely venue, though. I saw Yao there just before lockdown. A great venue, really wonderful little size as well. Lovely.
Yeah, perfect. See the stage from where you stood in the venue. That's fucking class, right?
Yeah, it's a great venue. It was a great gig as well. It was really.
Yeah, it was fun to play, and it was fun to play that music live as well, because it's all brand new music we've not played for fucking time.
So let's imagine this: the big wind comes along and blows this virus away. Where's gone? It might happen. You never know. If someone goes right? Go on, Mark. Off you go. What was your next step?
Well, Mark will go on James.
Sorry, Mark James. Not you, Mark.
Hey, surely
he's the good-looking one that's in the band. I'm not the good-looking one.
Yeah, sorry. Where are you going next? What's the plan? There's no plans, obviously, because no one fucking knows anything anymore.
Yeah, there is no concrete plan, but the rough plan is to release in January. So we'll do a build-up, then we'll obviously release new music before that and kind of stretch it out, but probably January.
Would you release it if you couldn't tour?
See, this has been the question, and this has been the contentious fuck what do we do?
Because people are, I mean, obviously Idols are, it's slightly bigger machine than what you've got, but when I was speaking to Frauds last week, Frauds have got their second album all in the bag, and their answer to that was no, we can't. Yeah. We'll sit on it until we can go and play it live, because that's what we do.
I know, that was basically our discussion. We were like, do we wait until we can tour it? And like part of me was like, yeah, let's just fucking wait till we tour it. But then part of me is like, well, everyone else, people are releasing. It's like people want fucking music, like. And then I spoke to Jenny. Actually, I spoke to Jenny Beth doing that independent venue week thing, and she's released her solo album like right in the middle of this, which I can't even imagine how much infrastructure and how much investment went into releasing that for her. And I was like, actually, yeah, like fuck it, let's just like people want to listen to the music.
I think there's something quite cute and romantic almost with these albums that are coming out now, because there's a lot of albums that are not coming out. You can see that when you look at stuff like Spotify on the Fridays now, going back pre-pandemic, there was so much going on. So much people were trying to do this, that, and the other, and all that. And now it's a rarity when something pops up that's quite exciting. So, and I think people really appreciate it, because on the flip side of it, come next June or whenever, when everyone goes, yeah, venues all back open, there's going to be so many fucking gigs to go to. There's going to be so many new albums to listen to. There's a massive fear that people you're going to get lost in this huge, great tidal wave of media.
I agree with you 100%, and that's why we're kind of like fuck it. And again, touring plans next year are going to be difficult because everyone's postponed everything. All the venues have been booked. Whatever venues are still going to be open. And all the festivals are going to be booked because everyone's pushed the festivals back until the next year. So it's going to be difficult, whatever. And so we thought, we'll release in January, because it's still not quite finished yet. We've still got a few tweaks we need to do to the album for it to be finished, but it's basically there. Like Steve's going in next week to finish off some guitars, and then it's going to get mixed. So again, January pencil date for release, but
good.
There'll be new music before then.
Good. And merch and t-shirts and all that stuff.
I'm not allowed to buy any more merch. I'm really
You've got to find a way of getting in the house without anyone noticing, Mark.
I do. She's only standing next door. So
no, that's the way it works. That's a new one. I've had this one ages. Or what you do, what I do, they're all black. See, they're all black. And it just goes, doesn't matter, does it?
There you go.
Any other questions, Mark?
Yeah, I've got those. So
go on, jump on, mate.
So quite a few of the guys from the forum have asked questions. Some of them are quite sensible, but as you can imagine, some of them aren't as sensible. So one of the not so sensible ones first. So Kaz, who you know, has asked, would you rather own a horse-sized cat or a dozen cat-sized horses?
Good question. I like that.
We're highbrow on the Murderati.
I do love.
You have heard my quick fire, mate. That's quite highbrow for me.
I mean, a horse-sized cat is basically just like a big tiger, isn't it? But then I prefer cats. I'm scared of horses actually. So yeah, no, I'll take the big cat because horses scare the fuck out of me, to be honest.
No, me too. Fucking hate them. Horrible.
I mean, they're not horrible. They're beautiful, but they scare the fuck out of me.
That's powerful. That's the thing. Nothing should be that big and powerful.
Yeah, it's true.
So you wouldn't want a cat that big.
Oh wait, but then loads of little ones. I could just usher them and can I command them?
Yeah, you can play your banjo to them.
Like fucking look a little. They'll follow you.
If I can command them with my banjo, then I'll take the tiny horses.
Okay. I'm glad we got an answer on that. I was going to be sleepless tonight otherwise.
I'll come on stage with them.
Yes! Yes! What am I saying? No. A lot of people have asked about the orange coat.
Mm.
Now, I know the story of the orange coat because we discussed it when I interviewed you last year sometime.
Yeah.
Explain to people the orange coat.
Do you want to go get the orange coat? It's right there.
Oh, there would be a lot of happy people.
He wore this on stage, didn't he? I always thought it must have been the hottest fucking thing to wear on stage.
Says the man wearing a bubble hat when it's 31.
But when you wore, look at that. It's a statement, isn't it?
Oh.
It's
tighter than I remember. Fucking hell.
That's lockdown for you.
That's lockdown. The coat.
So explain the coat. Where did you get the coat from?
The coat was gifted to me from an old housemate who is a very, very handsome Chinese model named David Yang, who I miss every day. I've not seen him for a very long time. But yeah, it was a gift. And I adopted it for that tour. And it has made an impact, apparently.
It did, didn't it? It must have been fucking hot wearing that on stage.
Yeah, that's why it lasted like a song. I had to take it off. It was too hot.
But you knew that rock star strut as you walked on. They wanted the lads.
People are going to mention this. They're going to talk about this in the years to come.
I can't wear it. It's too hot. I'm fucking roasting. I'm sorry.
We don't need you fainting on us. So yeah, a few more quick questions.
But it's from H&M, I think, if that's the question.
Wow, that wasn't actually the question. It was just.
Yes, it's H&M.
There you go. Wow. They're going to suddenly have loads of demand for that coat.
Yeah, emails, orange coats.
Yeah. You enjoy crowd surfing, and even in small venues, you try to crowd surf. What's the best crowd surfing story? What anecdote have you got?
Yes, at Manchester, I've managed to put my feet on the ceiling. I mean, I think it's happened to a few, but I think yes, in Manchester was the one I remember the most. Being able to just like walk on the ceiling.
Is that something you always jumped in the crowd from my early days?
Yeah, pretty much. Because when you play to no one, like you have to get in the crowd to make it more interesting.
But to boost the numbers up.
But no, it's annoying because there's like a definite change when, say, like you're playing a gig on stage, not many people, and everyone's like, yeah, this is cool. But it was like a noticeable change when I got down and would start singing to people, like not getting in people's faces, but like singing at people and like getting into them. As soon as I jumped back on the stage, people would just be kind of alleviated and like would loosen up a bit. So it kind of became more of a just like, come on, we're all here to have a good time. Like if you want to have a good time, like we're fucking gonna have a good time. So that's kind of where it started. And then gradually when more people come into the gigs, you just kind of have to jump into the crowd instead of jumping over the barrier and walking over to people.
Yeah, well, the bigger the venues get, the more chance you've got of actually getting in that crowd.
Yeah,
Like
true.
a 12-foot pit.
Yeah.
Bounce band, no.
I'm in the band.
Give us one more, Mark, and we'll get on to the quickfire, mate.
I'll give you one more. So Andy, one of the admins, asked a few questions, but the one I'll go for is, if you could take 5 albums to a desert island, what would the 5 albums be?
All right, that's not a quick fire, is it?
I might have to go.
Pet Sounds, Beach Boys.
Nice.
Bam.
Okay.
Someone, Blaze Foley. Someone know Blaze Foley, acoustic artist? He's got an album called Sitting by the Road. Sitting by the Road, Blaze Foley. That's probably the one album I listen to more than any other album in my life. Leonard Cohen, fucking Songs Love and Hate.
Goth. Miserable.
I've got to have a Black Angels album there. Black Angels, Phosphane Dream. Any Black Angels fans? What's that face, Brian?
Never heard of him.
Black Angels.
No.
This is insane because Black Angels are on Partisan as well. And I talked to Joe. He was like, "What's your favorite album?" And I said, "Black Angels, Phosphane Dream." And he was like, "Who?" I was like,
"Yeah,
they're literally on the same labels as Idols. They are honestly."
You know what, Partisan, the catalogue of artists that Partisan got is the most obscure fucking list of artists in the world.
Yeah.
It's mad. Oh, well, Black Angels, I'll dig it out.
Black Angels, I implore everyone to listen to the Black Angels. They are by far one of my favourite bands.
There are some fabulous acts on that label, but I'll have to dig it out.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
How many is that?
3, 4.
4. Gillian Welch. She's one of my favourites. Hell Among Yearlings. Gillian Welch. She's fucking amazing. Best songwriter of our generation. She's amazing.
Look at that. That's bold. Right,
Yeah.
Jay. Right, Mark. All those, get them on your group, please. Get the links so we can. I've forgotten already. I've written down Black Angels, though. There we go.
So have I.
So we've been chatting for about 45 minutes now. I think we're going to move on to quickfire. I thank you, but that I've got 40 questions in front of me. You've got 20 each. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll do this on the bus on my own, mate. It's fine. They're very quick questions. Very quick question. The first one, I'm going to start with you, James, and then we'll go to Mark, James, Mark. It goes like that. Sort of.
All right.
Just off the top of your head. No thinking. Really. Ready?
Yep.
James, favourite Idols track?
White Privilege.
Nice. Mark, same question. Favourite Idols track?
Samaritans.
James, phone calls or text?
WhatsApps.
Text, isn't it?
Yeah, text.
Mark, favourite Spice Girl?
Ginger.
Ginger? You're the second person that says Ginger. I don't get it. I don't know.
Baby Spice, surely.
Or Scary? Not.
She's scary for a reason.
I like it though. James, tea or coffee?
Coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon. That's not. You can't do either of that.
You can. Oh, that's all. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's fine. Mark, what celebrity do you most identify with?
Oh my god.
Don't say James. He's sitting there.
No, never James. Sully Monsters Inc.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Your next question, James, we've kind of covered, which is your best ever album. So out of that 5 that Mark gave us, you gave Mark, pick one.
Yeah, Blaze Foley, Sitting by the Road.
Mark,
Yeah.
your favourite Crows memory? This, obviously.
Obviously this, because I've even though I run the community for James and that, I've never spoken to him. This is only the second time I've ever spoken. Yeah, I would say the Peckham Audio gig was just insane. For me to get into a mosh pit,
Yeah,
You're all right.
big.
All right, yeah.
I'm still recovering. It's like a pandemic. I'm recovering from that still.
James, Marmite, yes or no?
Yes, 100% yes. Every day, yes.
Well done. Mark, yes or no?
Yes.
On crumpets. Oh,
Do you know what? Most people, they say it's a divided question. It's not. I've had 2 straight no's when it comes to that, and I was quite horrified. And they were both the guys that made the Idols documentary. So I'm not watching that again.
No,
I've had 2. Bowen went, I'm not sure. How can you not be sure? So
No.
yes,
I never used to like it. I never used to like it. Now, in the last 6 months, I appreciate it now.
And John Newton from Drummer John, wasn't too sure. Rubbish answer. It's a yes or no answer. Thank you very much. It's true. James, what's the most rock and roll thing you've ever done? Weed.
Yeah, smoke
Loads
loads
of
of weed.
We'll go with that.
we used to have a gas mask bong actually. That it was literally a gas mask with a bong sticking out of it.
Fuck yeah, that must have worked.
Yeah, it's horrible. It was intense.
You get slightly paranoid. Mark, cats or dogs?
Now,
Mark, cats or dogs?
cats every time.
James, what's your best ever film?
Ooh, fuck. I mean, if it's quickfire, Step Brothers. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Mark, your worst internet purchase?
I don't think I've made one.
Oh, bollocks.
That's not true.
You get it and you go, oh, for fuck's sake.
I bought one of those I bought one of those, you know, those umbrella hats. But it was camo.
You knew that was going to be shit, though, when you ordered it.
I know. But no, it was honestly like this. It was like a sombrero. It was fucking massive.
I literally cannot remember a bad internet purchase, but I probably have made.
I want to see that hat now.
Yeah, on stage.
Have you got it?
With the orange
It's on top of the coat.
It is somewhere in the piles of crap in my room. I will not be able to tell you.
James, swing bin or pedal bin?
What do you mean?
What's your favourite bin? A swing bin or a pedal bin?
What's a swing bin?
With a fucking swingy
The
lid.
lid swings like that.
Oh, sorry. I've got both. My normal bin is pedal bin. My recycling bin is a swingy bin.
Okay.
I prefer the pedal bin.
If you have to say one from a fire, it'll be the pedal bin.
Pedal bin.
Mark, joy or brutalism?
Ooh.
Brutalism.
Right answer. Well done. James, what's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Eaten?
Yeah.
I ate elk when I was in Canada once.
That's
Not very strange though, is it?
Well, it's not nice, is it? Well, it's nice. Tastes like horse.
I mean, I was quite young. I remember it being quite tasty.
Mark, what's your favourite city in the world? London.
Seville.
Ooh. Orange.
James, who would play you in a film? When they make a film about crows, who's going to play you?
Edward Norton.
Ooh, I can see that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, yeah, I can see that. Mark, what really gets on your nerves?
People vaping.
Fuck off then. It's my kitchen, mate, and I'll vape it if I want to. James, what's your favourite foot?
Foot?
Yeah.
Between foot?
Well, you've got 2 feet. What's your favourite one?
Right foot.
It's a good answer. Mark, cake or pie?
Cake.
James, what's your superpower?
Flight.
Nice one.
Fly.
Mark, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
No. James, what's your favourite UK venue?
Fuck. Broodnell. If we're going quickfire, Broodnell.
Yeah.
Broodnell Social Club.
Mark, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
James, what's your favourite comedian?
Fuck. All comedians gone from my brain. Dave Chappelle. Sorry.
Mark, what's your best ever album? Crows.
I've not made one.
Hey.
Wrong answer, Mark.
Pet Sounds, Beach Boys.
James, red or brown?
Brown.
Yes, absolutely. Totally. Mark, heavy lungs, yes or no?
Yes.
James, if you were a pair of shoes, what pair of shoes would you be?
Docs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mark, what's your superpower?
Mine would probably be fly as well.
Oh, you could fly together, couldn't you then? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Like some crows.
Getting away from the COVID. That'd be good. James, complete the sentence. When I dance, I look...
Like a cunt.
Hey! Mark, what's your best ever film?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Ooh.
Don't look at me like that, Brian.
James, joy or brutalism?
Brutalism.
It's a good answer. Always a good answer. Mark, James Bond, yes or no?
Yes. Depends which one.
Timothy Dalton, yes.
No, no.
All the time.
The Welsh Bond.
Time.
There's only one Welsh Bond.
No. For a reason.
James, Sleaford Mods or ABBA?
Oh, ABBA. I'm a big ABBA fan.
Good. Well done. Mark, what's your favourite foot?
Right foot.
And James, your last question. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Casual. Casual.
Casual. Goth casual.
God, casual.
Mark, same question to you. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Anxious.
Drunk.
Confused. And old.
Thank you. Thank you both of you very much for being here and being in my Goth kitchen. On this.
It was a pleasure. It's a lovely kitchen.
I can stay here all night. I'm feeling good.
You can see a tiny bit of it. Let's all wave and then Lindsay will know we've finished. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.